Assalamu alaikum. We are discussing Surah number 2, and we are discussing right now Ayah 41. We are trying to understand what Allah is saying to the Israelis and the messages, because every ayah in this book is a message for the Muslims as well. Allah said in Ayah 40, اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأوفوا بعهدي أوفي بعهدكم. Fulfill your promise to me, I will fulfill my promise to you. And we are asking and discussing what is the promise they made to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we discussed وآمنوا بما أنزلت مصدقا لما معكم, and believe in this Qur'an, attesting to some of the stories that you yourself believe in. Now, like what? Let us give examples. The story of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam in the Noble Quran is almost the same like the Holy Book. What they call the Holy Book. It's not holy. It's very unholy book. But it's very close. Almost match the story in the Jewish Christian book. The story of Moses. It's incredible, how much the match is between the two stories. And we're talking about a great man like Moses, not just an ordinary individual. Another example, the story of Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam in the Judeo-Christian book is almost exactly like the story in the Quran. Almost the same. Close to the exact match. Imagine. So, when they come and say, this is the story of Moses, this is the story of Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam, so Quran come and say, yes, and we are witnesses. We Muslims, 2 billion Muslims, we say, we witness to this. We have a shahada. This is the truth. This is what happened. Those men did what the story tells. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَكُمْ. Now we differ about other great men, like Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. His story in the Noble Quran is so wonderful. He is the most noble, one of the greatest. Even our messenger Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, by an order from Allah, Allah told him to say by an order, قُلْ, say an order, إِنِّي عَلَى مِلَّةِ أَبِي إِبْرَاهِيمَ, I am on the same way of my father Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. The story of Ibrahim in the Noble Quran is so wonderful, close to be unmatched by any other prophet and messenger. Unmatched. A great man, our father, alayhi salatu wasalam. The one who rebuilt the Kaaba. Subhanallah. But the story of Ibrahim in the Jewish Christian book is rotten, miserable, disgusting, it's satanic. Satanic. Miserable. The story about this holy man, great man, the father of the prophets, of many nations. Even in their book, he's called the father of many nations. Yet his story in their book is miserable, but not in the Quran. And this answers the stupid who are attacking Islam and Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam and Quran, and say that this Quran is not from Allah, not from the Lord, but Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam invented and made up. He copied from the Jewish book, from Jewish Christian book. Then we ask him why the story of Ibrahim is so different. Completely different. Completely different. And why the story of Isa, Jesus, is different. And so much more. 99% of what we have, which they have a different version, is completely different. I'm copying. I should match. There should be a great match. Not 99% no match, but 99% should be match, and 1% should be off. but the story is different. So no, they are lying, they are miserable and ignorant in attacking the Quran and say what they say. And Allah told us that 1400 years back. Allah said, while the kafir were attacking Islam, the mushrik, the idol worshippers, إِنَّمَا يُعَلِّمُهُ بَشَرٌ. He is taught by a human being, a Christian named Bahira, or whatever, those stories, nonsense. Allah says, لسان الذي يلحدون إليه أعجمي وهذا لسان عربي مبين. The one they are claiming that he taught him the Quran, or what to write in the Quran, or the teaching of the Jewish Christian book, he is non-Arab. He doesn't know Arabic. While this Quran is in the best Arabic format, given to a man who is not literate. He never learned or being educated. He never read a book in his life or written a word. He doesn't know how to read or write. And it's in Arabic, pure Arabic, the best structure. Based on the Quran, we improved the Arabic language. We corrected a lot of its mistakes. We straightened the path of the Arabic language because of this Quran, the Arabic language in this Quran. So how Muhammad ﷺ was taught by a Jew or Christian, copying from their books, and their miserable book is so full with rotten lies and mistakes. Especially we discussed the creation. When we started, the story of Adam, we said, okay, this is the beginning. Let's see how God of the Jews describe and how Allah describe it. And we have seen the huge difference. There is no resemblance. It's not even close. Somebody is copying their stories, at least 99% should match. While in this case, 99% doesn't match. The match is in 1% only. And 1% doesn't make a book. Like the Noble Quran, miraculous book. Like the Noble Quran. I'm sorry, I'm spacing out. I'm supposed to tell you the meaning, discussing, and explaining what Allah is saying and explaining to us what He said, وَأَوْفُوا بِعَهْدِي أُوفِ بِعَهْدِكُمْ. I'm sorry for this. I hope I'm not boring you. Okay, so وَآمِنُوا بِمَا أَنزَلْتُ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا مَعَكُمْ وَلَا تَكُونُوا أَوَّلَ كَافِرٍ بِهِ. And do not be among the first to disbelieve in this Quran. And this is a very dangerous situation that Muslims are doing for the last 1,000 years as well. The Jews, of course, they rejected the Quran. Not all of them. Thousands, millions of them converted to Islam. Millions of Christians converted to Islam. Islam, that is 2 billion today, was a few people in the Arabian Peninsula, few hundreds of thousands from the Arabs. Today we are 2 billion all over the world. Because, Hindu converted, the Sikh converted, the Christian converted, the Jew converted, the Buddhist converted. We had conversion from every other faith. They saw the light and they joined the light. And they started taking our hands and walking on highway to heaven. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. But because for hundreds of years we are not doing our job, the rest are still in darkness. We have to do our job. Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said in one hadith in Muslim and Bukhari, بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً. Relay on my behalf even one verse, one ayah. Are you doing this? Ask yourself, are you doing this? If you're doing this, great. But if you are not doing this, you're going to fiqh, to madhab, hadith, everything else, and you are not relaying one ayah on behalf of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, you are offending his order, his clear order. بلغوا عني ولو آية. He said it with his own mouth, as ordered by Allah. When Allah said, بلغ ما أنزل إليك, relay what I sent to you. And then Muhammad said, بلغوا عني, relay on my behalf. Isn't he your Imam, your beloved Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam? Why you are offending his order like this? Why when somebody come and say, let us study Qur'an, you say you are a bid'at? How miserable are you up here and in here, in your heart? How miserable are you to say to someone, come, let us share the Qur'an, let's study Qur'an, let's focus on the Qur'an. You tell him this is bid'at, this is haram, this is ijram, this is criminal, and you will be questioned come the day over what you are saying to those who call you to the noble Qur'an. Qur'an is not bid'at. What you believe, what you think, apart from the Qur'an, is the bid'at. May Allah help you to see the light. May Allah guide your heart. May Allah help us, because we live among you and you want to make us miserable. Assalamu alaikum.